Hey Leo, welcome to Danielle Lee Spiritual Visionary. This is your mid-May to the end of May reading for 2020. And let me just say, I've had a few issues of trying to get it started. And I feel as a psychic medium, I get lots of messages, I get lots of signs, I get traits, I get feelings, I get behaviors, I get messages from other people around you as well. And in this moment, obviously, like I said, it's taken a while to get this going. And I feel like at the moment and over the last 3 to 4 months, which is probably the beginning of the year, I'd say, so the end of January, things have been hard to get going. Every time you've wanted to start to get something done, something happens to slow it down. So I want you to take a moment to be aware of your surroundings and put yourself back in the moment. So when I was getting ready, and I had a lot of time to get ready to do your reading, I did hear New York, New York. So the song New York, New York, the city of bright lights. So I feel like you need to shine a light down on, there's like 3 pockets of different things going on in your life where you need to sit down and take note and shine a light on those issues around you. And when I say issues, some of them are like little challenges, some of them are, because we're all different, so you've all got a lot of different things going on. But there are definitely 3 in your life that's going on at the moment for all of you Leos. So something I will say just generally, and I've said it to everybody that I've done a reading for thus far this morning, and that is that every one of us, me and all the other readers that you actually go and watch on YouTube, we are getting something for everybody. So I hear a lot of people saying that, if it doesn't resonate with you, if it doesn't resonate with you, that when someone's reading for you, it means that you are not listening. There are things you don't want to hear, and that's okay. If you choose not to hear and want to hear, even though you're watching these movies and these videos, that's okay. Just take it on board. However, everybody, even if it's only a snippet, everybody that's doing these readings, and there's a lot of us out here and a lot of us giving our time to you, that we want you to hear. And everybody, every single one of us has a message for you, okay? We have a message for every reading we do. Whether it's a little bit of resonation or not, we all have it. So just be open to listening to everybody and what comes for you. So as I said, New York was a big thing. So I'm not sure if you want to travel to New York, or New York has it doesn't necessarily have to be New York. It's like a city type environment is what I'm feeling, like the community and the hub and the busyness. And I feel like you've been busy bees for quite some time. So like I said, 3 to 4 months. But once you start to get moving, something stops you, because you need to slow down and take moments in these 3 different articles, issues, challenges, things going on in your life. They may not be necessarily challenges, but there's some things going on in your life that you need to just stop and shine the light really on them and see the bigger picture of what is going on with them, okay? So then I heard the New York State of Mind. So if you want to go by Billy Joel, and if you want to go and listen to that later to get the lyrics to help you move forward and to see like the messages that come through for you or how it makes you feel, I felt like this nostalgic feeling while I was listening to it when it was coming through for you. So I want you to be aware of just being in the moment and while you're listening to that song, and what feelings come up for you in those moments. All right, that city feeling, there's in the song it said give and take, so I feel like there hasn't been a fair amount of give and take within relationships around you as well. And that can be personal relationships, romantic relationships, or working relationships. Your relationships are just like, there's not a lot of even give or take at the moment. Leo ladies are very, very, very giving, as opposed to the Leo men who are giving, but they also have boundaries with people. So there's got to be give and take. So if you're a Leo lady watching this, then it's time for you to have some boundaries with how much you give out and start to take back what you deserve. There's also, for the Leo men that are watching this, sometimes you need to give a little more. Give a little more, even if it's information. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you give, because you are giving, but at the same time you need to give just that little bit more information, that little bit more cuddle. Don't hold yourself back from people, okay? But this whole give and take thing is a huge thing in your relationships at the moment. I'm using the Dragon Fae Oracle of the Dragon Fae cards tonight. That's the back of them, or today. And the first card is Justice Will Prevail. So I feel in regards to this card, like the moon, it's like but I see that more as like some sort of medieval tool, like an implement. I don't want to say weapon, but I feel like it's a tool that you can use. So maybe get out in the moonlight when you can, and the new moon, and put out all your wants while the new moon is going around. Justice will prevail. So I feel like once you get involved in looking and shining down on the issues in your life that you want to get moving, then I think the Justice card has come up for you today, so that you know that you're on the right track. Once you shed the light is what's coming up. Shed the light. So shed it. So bring it out of you, as well as bring it on top of the situations that are around you. Being in the moonlight will help you. It's like a shadow side. It's like coming out of the dark when that moon comes through. It's a time of new growth and to make new wishes come true as well. All right. So here's the Pendragon. So I feel like this in regards, I'm going to pull another one. A brilliant solution is on its way. All right. And I feel like relationships have been playing a big part lately. And obviously in isolation, we've had a few moments where we've had to look for our priorities and what they are. And that's in relationships as well. Some of us are going to move on from our relationships because we've seen the truth in the matter. And that's okay. The Pendragon is definitely a male energy. So there is definitely a male energy, whether you're a man or lady, Leo. There is definitely a male energy that needs to be faced. And when I say faced, it's because of this card. I know it says a brilliant solution is on its way, but her face feels like stone to me. Like I see her face as hardened and cracked. And I feel like this man that's around you has made you feel somewhat hard, and your face is cracking up. So I'm not sure if that's an emotional thing. I hope you understand what that means. I hope that makes some sense to you. But a solution is on its way to you. Some of you will have this man turn the tables and become like a bigger priority in your life, and he will help you to give you a solution. But if there's a man that's driving you nuts in your life, and I feel like there's a few father figures that some of you are having issues with, I feel like there's a solution on its way to you as well. So in regards to the relationship and how it's moving, once the light is shed on it. So, and this lady's eyes, they're soulful, but they're quite narrow. And that narrowing, I feel, is like, I work in a heart clinic, so I see a lot of narrowing of arteries, and I feel like it's your visual of what you're seeing. So like I said, has become narrowed. So, and they call that stenosis. So that narrowing that is not letting you see the bigger picture of what it is that you need to see, okay? So once you open your eyes and shed the light, your eyes will open and solutions will come. They will come rapidly. And I feel like as we get into, I'm going to say June, July, August, things will start rolling really rapidly for you and just bang, 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 go on and on and on. But again, this nostalgia keeps coming up for me. And when I say that, so I write down things as they come to me when I'm setting up, and this is for Leo. And that nostalgia is what's coming up for me now. And my crystal, this channeling crystal also wanted to come up, and it's for you. And I feel if you're not haven't got any crystals or you're not into crystals, that's fine. But go and get yourself some clear quartz, and I want it to be clear. This is a clear, very clear one. And I want it to be polished because I feel like you need some polishing. Like you need, not you yourself, but just your, I feel like you need to polish up on some skills as well in regards to these three things. There's some sort of skill set that you need to polish up on in regards to that, okay? This is amazing. This is a beautiful card. The last card is that I feel is the last card at this moment is the Dawn Watcher, and bells will ring. Okay, and that's a great card. That shows you that it's time for new beginnings. New beginnings are coming, and new beginnings with your eyes open and lights on situations is going to help you move. If you want to go to New York or that big city that you've got in your head, go. You know, obviously you can't go now, but if you can start like traveling overseas, that is, but if you can go to a city where you can start to immerse yourself in the city lights, in the pavements, in the, like there's architecture and there's concrete, but there's beauty in that, and I want you to open your eyes to that. So I feel like that's also part of this lady with the hardened face. I feel like that's part of, I hope this makes sense to you. Sometimes I just have to go with what I'm getting, and that's what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting for you as a psychic medium. And I know that, and I share this when I'm teaching people as well, what doesn't make sense to me when I'm saying something makes sense to the reader. So I'm pretty sure out there's a lot of you out there that this will make sense to, because it's making no sense to me, except for this Dawn Watcher. That's beautiful. Like, it makes sense, but at the same time, what I'm saying is because I don't know everybody's situation, I can't hone in. So should you want a personal reading to go on from here, please like, share and subscribe, or go through my page, Danielle Lee Spiritual Visionary, at my Facebook page, or you can contact me through my email address that's down here on the description box. And I want you to just remember that there is going to be light showing down. The light, when you wake up tomorrow morning, I want you to, it's Monday tomorrow here in Australia and a few other places in the world, but when it becomes your Monday, whenever you're reading this, watching this, just be aware, even if it's Wednesday, wait for the next Monday, prepare yourself that the next Monday things are going to change. You're going to make the decisions, you're going to open your eyes, you're going to shed some light. If you don't want to choose to do so now, make Monday your day to choose to do things, all right? So thank you for being with me. I look forward to catching up with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.